we have nothing. So it's going to be a very jolly picnic.
It's 7 o'clock and the high society guests are arriving. Preparations in the kitchen are frantic. Among tonight's discerning diners are Lady Brocklebank,
I've done most things in my life on a drunken bed.
her son, Bachelor Aubrey Brocklebank, Sir Benjamin Slade, and Mrs. Ian Watson.
Nice evening.
Thank you so much.
Like all good society mothers, Lady Brocklebank is always on the lookout for breeding stock.
My dear Nicole, why isn't my son sitting next
Well,
to
he
you?
was, and then,
I'm not going to have grandchildren from him, am I?
And what do you mean by that?
What I mean is, come and sit down here immediately. Next to Nicole.
I have discussed I'm not within earshot of
The early signs are encouraging. The first course of chicken liver and mushroom pâté proves popular.
This is almost inedible.
But vegetarian Mrs. Watson is less convinced with her choice.
I don't know what they put into it.
No, I'm finding the
but it
pâté quite
bears no resemblance to guacamole.
Who cares? Darling, you will never have to learn how to cook as long as you have enough money to employ one.
It was amazing. The best pâté I've had in my entire life.
So far, so good.
I feel really proud. We've killed it today. We've done so well.
But there's still a social and culinary minefield to navigate.
You're not doing it quickly enough. Get them off. It's going too slowly, Rob.
Oh my god, she's just pissing me off. Wait, fuck! Well, no, I'm gonna do these!
Incredibly, the Ladettes have pulled off a miracle. The engastrated fowl is a dish not undertaken lightly, even by the most experienced chef. But will it be to their guests' exacting standards?
She had been incredible.
But this is
That's good. I'm
the
glad
best
to think
meal I've
so.
had in a month.
So far, the food has proved a triumph. But now there's a problem with timing.
Come on, milk.
They've forgotten their preparation for the soufflés.
Okay. Can you just tell me, because you're looking really far behind, is this the pâtissière?
Yes.
Well, it means we're not going to get our soufflé for about 35 minutes.
It'll be out there as soon as I can get it out there, Mrs. Shana.
Well, okay.
I'm sorry if it's a bit late.
No, but I'm terribly sorry about the dessert.
It's really not good enough. To be sitting here for all this time.
I know. They just haven't timed it
But
properly.
a souffle should only take 20 minutes.
10 minutes.
An hour?
I know.
These look fantastic. I hope they taste as good as they look.
Honestly, this souffle is absolutely fantastic.
I mean, maybe an hour late, but they pulled it off.
Yes.
In the end, the dinner party is a triumph. Even Zoe has finally stayed off the grog.
Being a good girl. Oh my god.
I haven't been drinking tonight, which is fantastic. I think Mrs. Shea will be so proud of me.
Cheers.
The following morning, it's time for the ordeal of the weekly assessments. The girls will be judged not only on their performance at the dinner party, but also their behaviour over the whole week. One of these girls is about to be expelled, and already her chariot awaits. Earlier in the week, Nicole launched a most unladylike attack on Sky.
She's perfect angel. As soon as she walks out of that class, I've got no idea. I'm not just going to turn around and respect her when she's disrespected me the whole time just because she's wearing this little thing and thinks she deserves it. She doesn't.
Nicole's knee-jerk response to authority is to get her claws out.
You were vicious. That's a side of Nicole.
that I would never, ever want to see again. Ever.
I don't like that side of me either, Mrs. Schrager.
There is a nice person, a very nice person there. And we want to get rid of that upper level.
I would love to as well.
Kristin excelled in the kitchen, but will it be enough to make up for her victimization of the school prefect?
Do you want to play a game? Flame and Sky? We had to burn as much hair off you as possible.
You were vile to Sky. Why?
I can't quite explain that.
I'm sorry, what you should have said was leave her alone. She's trying to do her best. Let's do what she's saying rather than doing what you did.
I felt disgusted with myself. And I don't like to upset people.
Would you come in, Zoe, please?
Zoe stayed sober at last night's dinner.
Cheers.
But at the wine tasting, she disgraced herself yet again.
Let's see if you can remain sober.
Zoe, you're very drunk.
I know!
You had promised not to drink, and you let me down so badly. It brought me to feeling, is it worth bothering with this girl?
You have done the most amazing thing. You didn't drink last night. And I cannot tell you how happy I am that you actually achieved this last night. And this is a new beginning, if you want it. This is what it's all about.
You really can be anybody that you want to be.
Thank you. That means so much.
Sarah also refused to acknowledge Sky's leadership.
Isn't that a bit selfish? I don't really care, Scott.
How did you feel having her as the prefect?
I found it difficult to take Sky seriously because I find her to be inconsistent. That has been my struggle this week with Sky.
But she worked hard in the kitchen.
I'm going to say something really positive to you. The food was really very, very good last night. Now, from the other side, the timings were appalling.
Yes, Mrs. Schrager.
Right.
Coming up, Sky's performance as school prefect comes in for scrutiny.
I'm not convinced you're not acting.
Acting? Expel me today because I don't want to be here if I'm getting told I'm acting. That is so disrespectful.
And soon the 5 remaining Ladettes are reduced to 4.
We would like to see you complete that journey back home in Australia.
It's the end of the 4th week at Eccleston Hall, and time to judge the less-than-perfect prefect. Sky tried hard to assert her authority, but not without her usual drama.
I don't want to go home.
No.
Expel me. Can I just look really bad?
No.
I'm not taken in by the tears, and I'm getting a bit fed up with her saying she'd like to pack her bags and go.
All you want to do is to be liked. You don't like to tell people what to do you? You're being a little girl. Do you feel you've come on a journey this week?
Yes, I feel like last night I behaved myself so well. I was just happy. I thought I did really well.
I'm not convinced you're not acting.
Acting? I try hard and you call it acting? Well, why do I bother trying then if you're just going to say that? Great.
How badly do you want this? Because I really need to hear this
I don't
from
want to
you.
be here if I'm getting called being an actor. Honestly. I don't. Expel me today because I don't want to be here if I'm getting told I'm acting. That is so disrespectful. You don't know how much stuff I've tried changing for this. And then for you to say that, honestly, I prefer to leave today if that's what you think.
Just, we'll leave it at that now. And if you would like to leave
Please.
the room, thank you.
Thank you.
Gosh.
That fucking... Oh, I just want to smash her. I fucking hate her.
She's more angry with herself, you know, Liz.
She's such a slut.
That's the problem.